keep going.
Yeah.
Oh,
4, 3.
So
they
had a ton of animals. It was like almost like they had a farm in there. So they were sacrificing the neighbors.
Why were they sacrificing the animals? How did this have to do with their religion?
It was part of their beliefs.
Yeah. What was the specifics though? 3.
They didn't harm. They cut their necks. So
Yeah, but why? 2.
Because they wanted to eat them.
For what? 1.
Because they're hungry.
Hit the legs. -2. I wasn't going to take off points until the end. Go ahead. Why did they sacrifice the animals?
Part of a ritual ceremony for the induction of their priest.
It was for the induction of the priest into the religion. 1, 2. Keep going. So how did they sacrifice these animals?
Cut the chicken's neck. The chickens would run around spurting blood everywhere.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They would cut the arteries in the neck. They would die fairly painlessly by bleeding to death. And then what would they do with the animals?
They would actually eat them at the end.
And then they would eat them as part of the ceremony. Boy, some of this sounds familiar. Okay, go ahead.
Basically, the residential neighborhood didn't like their policy.
So what'd they do?
They sued them for. They said it was.
Wait, they sued? The residential area sued them?
No,
-2.
Hold on.
Who was next?
Oh my God.
It was John Roach Group. What'd they do next?
They said that they couldn't have it because there was rodents and animals coming in the area.
Yeah, but what the local
community... Because they said that it could harm their children. And
yeah, so what did the community do?
They filed a... what was it?
It sounds familiar.
They've tried to pass laws.
Pass laws. What were the laws that they passed?
The laws were...
5.
They had to have... The animals had to be cleaned and they had to be sanitary. It had to be like... the area had to have been cleaned. And they had to take the animals somewhere else to kill them.
They had to take them to a slaughterhouse. 1, 2. They had to clean. 1, 2. They were worried about mosquitoes and vermin and rodents and these kinds of things. 1, 2 again. Okay, ultimately, what were these laws an example of? It was a specific kind of a law. You remember we talked about a specific kind of law that might deal with religion or might not. 5, 4. Anybody in the group? 3, 2, 1. That's -2. Was that your hand I saw, Jeffrey?
It's the group in the back.
Who's Jeffrey?
The group in the back, which... Yeah, they're already out. The laws were secular... Go ahead.
You already said it.
Free exercise laws?
Go ahead.
You already said it.
Said what?
You said secular laws.
You just said You just told him the answer.
Well, he still got it. Okay, so he didn't say it, so that means -2. -2. All right, before you go, put your name on a paper. I'm sorry, I lost track of the time. Put your name on a paper, and let me count up the points. 75, okay, I think they're number 1. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. This is 53, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 33. Sarah's group, 17. Jack's group, 5. All right, the foreign chicks. Go ahead and give me,